on, fam? Welcome back to the Bamcast podcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomjar Physics for the intro song and the outro song. And thank you, Prismatic Verse, for all the stuff you guys have seen, including on the anime pre. Don't know. That's a whole other thing we're working on.
Boo.
I was waiting on that. Shout out to the faithful co-host, as always, Bobby B.
Why pre?
And if you want to support us, guys, you can use California Apparel, promo code BAM30. You get 30% off anything you've ordered. Or you can check out Straw House JA, because plastic straws suck. Well, no, paper straws suck, plastic straws kill turtles. If I don't fuck it up, it's not done correctly. Straw House JA is the way.
Also,
so walk with your straw, you see me? You don't know.
Straight
walk
up.
with your straw, walk with your draw, you see it? Hey.
Our guest on this here pod is one of our fellow podders on, the family of pods is what I call them.
Sorry to disappoint.
Here's Lopo. Here's Lopo, guys. Lopo, introduce thyself.
Greetings all. They call me Lopo, you know what I mean? I rep the Penny Section podcast, among other dalliances and other esteems. But you don't know, big up on yourself. Big up the Bamcast.
Alright, master ceremonies.
You don't exactly, literally, an MC in the building.
These Oh, by the way, if you guys can't tell the name of the episode by now, it's called Testosterone for a reason.
I'll be your man in here.
It's because Lopo's here.
Yeah, it's three very, very, very hard-headed niggas in the spot.
People don't
Really,
give him a
actually,
range,
it's because
people don't give him a range on the
Okay,
emotions.
Range. You saw the range convo on Twitter this week.
Before the podcast even started, we were talking about what we were talking about, sizes of of why women.
Why?
No, all right. We're talking about how everybody out there can either subscribe to I have the biggest thing, or
Nobody.
I'm cool.
Everybody out there.
We were talking because every man out there think them walking around with big sergeant till a woman tell them say you're not. But we were talking about a person or whatever, and then it eventually
Big has metrics.
It eventually runs to jokes levels, and a man here defends his 2 inches of fury. What is it? No, 2 inches of terror, and then upgrades to 4 inches of fury.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I'm can't give certain woman with certain bottom sizes
Yes.
the back shots.
Basically, a man on the panel right now did say, them can't watch black porn because there's too much.
Yeah. It's too much of everything.
no,
That's what he
There's too
said.
much slop.
There's
too much
slop is a good word.
batty. Too much
Gee, I wonder who it was. I wonder who it was.
going on, and there's so much going on in the ethnic sexual visual.
And then after picking it apart, we come to find out it's really just because the dog feel like he'd be inadequate.
Yeah. Man say, you don't know. Want to defend yourself before I just slander you?
Alright, no.
Man say, I'm a fight by the girl like straight missionary, you understand?
I know mine work. Let me know.
It's all good, bro.
Fair
certain
enough.
work when I sign up for it. So.
Lopo, that's the best way I've ever heard anybody state that. Certain work will just don't sign up for you.
Lopo, do we have the same phone?
Yeah.
Is that Pixel 2?
Yeah, you guys both have Pixel 2s.
For sure.
That's weird.
Pixel 2, Pixel Uno.
I mean,
fuck iPhones
Pixel 2,
in this
Pixel
house.
2 inches, anything you want.
Representative. All I need to know is a really
Man
big
said,
or loud car.
Man says I got my phone, so she'd know. 2.
Dog, I remember when the iPhones came out with the measuring app.
Yeah.
Niggas was tweeting that it's over for us guys.
Oh, because
You
they
can't
can just
send them
size
big
it up.
pics anymore.
What?
I'd be like, yeah man, it's 8 inches, baby. Just drop the app on it.
How often do you guys send dick pics?
Never.
I mean, what are you asking him?
I don't. The man have a whole wifey. I don't know if they're gross, but just all right, fine.
We're good.
In your single days,
We're at the point
have
where
you
like,
ever
we've
sent a
gotten
dick
to the
pic?
point where we can have conversations on the toilet now. Like she'll be in the shower and like, babe, I need to,
The death of intimacy.
we're good now. Like
I've literally done that 3 months in a relationship, so I don't know.
Lopo, how long did that relationship last?
About a year change. I don't have short relationships. I don't have less than a year relationship
But it
in my portfolio.
on my portfolio.
But hold on, even in like your formal before wifey life, you never sent a dick pic?
It's a rare occurrence.
But it has happened.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just
No,
don't want
dog,
to
but on
be,
the
I don't,
internet, dog,
I don't want to be the only one out here.
You
wilding.
remember the fappening?
Yeah.
When all those celebrities' nudes leaked?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Is that when you just got a smartphone, dog? There was many of
No.
leeway to fail at being a
You know
full
how many
privacy
grainy
protected
black, you know how many grainy
technology
3.2
participant at the time.
megapixel BlackBerry pics I've sent, bro?
Nah,
like back in the day
I
when
don't think I ever sent a dick pic on a BlackBerry. I think it was all Android and up.
no
I think probably the Razor 2.
BlackBerry
was
used
the
to run
first
it
one.
back in. What you did? MMS?
Says, what did you use to take your first thing?
No. They had
MMS?
an Android Razor, not the actual flip phone.
Can you imagine niggas was out here taking dick pics with like digital cameras and then upload it to them computer or something to email
To
it?
send to
6K
women,
modem
yeah.
To email it.
Yeah.
Photo bucket.
Bob, where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a willy, there's a way.
And
You
the
used to have
horn-
to
the
go to
horny
a
will?
store to see porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
go to, as a matter of fact, I used to go to theaters. They used to have like adult movies shown in theater. They're still doing some
Big up
places.
Boogie Nights, one of the great movies of all time. Big
What was
up
the
Penny
name?
Section.
What was the name of the dude who? Oh, always big up the penny section. What was the name of the dude, the actor who got in trouble for like fapping in one of these adult movies?
Yeah, fuck, who is that?
Pee Wee
again?
Herman?
Yes.
Was that
Yes,
what it
yes,
is?
yes,
That was
yes,
Pee Wee?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Pee Wee Herman got in trouble
That was
because
came to mind, but
actual name
I
again?
thought it was like he was either child porn.
no,
or-
it was public. It was.
I think it's both.
I think it's actually both for him.
I'm happy I blocked out past that. Then. I only know about when
genuinely think it's
I only know about when dog went into the public movie theater where they're supposed to have adult films and then he jerked off.
Paul Rubin.
Who's Paul Rubin?
That's Pee Wee Herman's real name.
That's his real name? That sounds like a reputable
Pee Wee Herman is just a
Hollywood
character.
exec. Yeah, I know.
From,
I
Pee
knew
Wee's
that
Playhouse.
was made out. Yeah, but I didn't know his name was so established. It sounded like, you know,
A Jewish guy's name.
you know, the VP of Brockheimer or some
So
shit.
he sound like
It sound
not
legit.
child
You sound like a non-child porn producer.
Like this guy doesn't sound like he would have
That's why.
child porn on his
Can't judge a
computer.
book by
I
the
don't know.
cover.
Yo, guys, so for the normal pods, this is where Bob will always say, "Oh, this is where I tune out." But it's not one of those because Lopo's a part of the pod family, so it's more of
This
shining.
pod don't have a topic.
It's more of shining a spotlight on Lopo. For
I don't know why
50
Martin don't say it.
No, I'm that's what I'm doing.
Lopo can't be the topic.
Lopo's the topic for
We did a
15
Lopo
minutes.
podcast already.
Lopo's the topic for 15
Lopo.
minutes. Lopo, when he came on, was representing
Episode
Penny
of the
Section.
Bamcast on
They
Penny
can't
Section.
podcast
Nah.
with tiny body people.
The Bam said, wow.
Person.
Says, don't you dare
Lump me in
that
with
Venn
him.
diagram.
Person.
It's him prime. That's me. I'm outside of this group.
All I'm saying. Oh shit, that reminded me. Before we, all right. So
Wait, hold on. Wait. What reminded you?
when you said
Venn diagrams,
yes,
prime, or
yeah.
small penis?
small penis, reminded me. It did. Legit reminded me,
All right,
right?
you got dicks on the board.
Well, that's no. I remember like. Alright.
Speaking of dicks on the brain, the thing in the group the other day, where the man said,
Which one of the groups?
Why the guy wouldn't want to be buried at the
Angle
beach?
that.
By
Angle that.
the guy didn't want his girlfriend to bury him in the sand at the beach.
Oh, because
up
someone
to
go-
his
yeah.
shoulders because
No, we're
his
talking
fear-
about that in a whole other topic.
His
you know.
fear was that someone come up and slap him in the face with a dick. Like, why him have so
We're
much
talking
dick
about
on
that.
his brain?
We're talking about that in a whole other topic. Trust me.
Just
Trust me.
Martin saying brain batty up.
That is what I said in the group. I was like, why the man brain coming like it?
Come out,
Batty up.
bro. Come out, bro. It's a safe space out here.
Why you afraid
So,
of dicks?
well, this is what I meant to talk about earlier. When we're running the jokes, blah blah blah, little big, little whatever. There are showers in this world and there are growers, right?
For sure. Grow a team.
Bang, same.
Bang.
I like.
Please don't judge me.
Don't judge me
right
in the
now.
cold.
I gotta warm up. I promise.
I know you
Get
listen.
the engine started.
It's better.
I
It's
know,
a diesel.
I
It's
know
a
you
diesel.
listening to this pod.
You gotta glow it. You can't just.
I know you listening to this pod. Love you. You don't know. Not calling your name. But remember near the end of last year, I had a thing going on. And like, All right.
It's about to shout out a receipt on the fucking bar.
So hold on, because it was the first time I thought about it like properly, right?
Okay, Drake, tell us about your thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna tell you about the painting. So but it's the first time I did meds it.
Roadman.
Where it was like, Goku, right? When it's time for Goku stepping out of the ring and fight, it's Goku.
Yeah.
But like when Goku not ready to fight, it's not Goku. And she did point it out one
Cold
day.
water, bro.
And she did point it out one day and I looked down and I went,
Snippy.
yo, thank God. Could you imagine if that was your final form? For the girls out there.
Big up Freezer.
For the girls out there, I know you get what I'm saying. Could you imagine if
Please don't
that
judge me
was
right
your
now.
final form?
That's it.
Bro, could you imagine if that's all you had to work with?
I'd be a pensive, stressed out motherfucker.
I'd be a monk.
Yeah.
What's that, Bambo?
I'm not showing nobody that Teely.
I'm sorry, it's an innie.
It's rough.
I apologize.
Man said it's a innie.
The Lord's light did not shine upon
It's
me.
a clitoris. The vagina just did not generate.
When the Lord,
Sealed the vagina.
when the Lord was shining the light, a real tall person was in front of me.
Yeah.
I didn't get nothing.
I'm from an ancient tribe.
I'm huge in Japan.
Wow.
Huge.
Damn.
Huge.
Another big dick fact.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Here we are.
Yep. No,
Stress us out.
no. I personally,
I actually, funnily enough,
I
big dick
specifically
fact,
called it that.
the
for a
biggest
reason.
average penis size recorded in the world, I think, was in DR Congo. Average
Makes sense.
by population size.
Okay, makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
What was it? You know the number?
It was just under 8.
Okay.
Back in the
That's
Disney,
average. That's ridiculous, dog.
I know. Yep, straight. Back in the Disney,
Global average is 5.
you remember?
Happy to hear it.
So,
I count my blessings.
Greek and Roman statues, like back in the day, like there was a thing that they went through where they would literally either chip off the penises off of male statues and cover them like with like
With a
a
leaf
shell
or
or a
something.
leaf or something like that,
Right.
or if a male was seen in his most naked form, it would always be very small, and that is specifically because
They
there
wanted to
was
stop the African dominance.
no, there was a equating back in the day that those with bigger sexual organs
Were dumber?
were dumber because
Savages.
they're more prone to their base desires. But those with the littles were more prone to
Anybody says anything to sleep better at night, bro.
in it, son, in it.
So what you're saying is the bigger the penis, the angrier,
Bigger the penis,
more
angrier the
rational.
person.
Okay.
Really? Right. I
Roar.
think it's the opposite.
I'm just gonna.
Socrates, you got that wrong.
I'm just gonna point this right out there that coincided with when the what did they call them at the time? The people that would attack them at the gates. I can't remember the name. The name will pop back into my mind in a second. No. It's one of the names that you just think of for a broad scale
Marauders?
set of people that like attack
The
you.
Gauls.
It's based off the Gauls. The name will pop back in my mind in a while.
Well,
ago.
The Carthaginians.
Here's the thing. Those people were raiding
The
and
Celts.
attacking and taking at the time. And that is when art changed to reflect this different route.
I always respect how much.
Some scholars pre that like, yeah, if big nick niggas taking you women, I'ma not make the art look like big dick niggas.
I'm gonna tell them that big
Yeah,
dicks
but
is
and also
bad.
at this point in time, in
if they
history-
believe the big dicks is bad,
at this point
I'm
in time
okay.
in history, like a sculpture or a statue or anything is of maximum importance because it's not like we have our phones now where we see the facts of our life.
It was a picture back in the day.
Right. So this is the only thing that we have to represent. So if we know that most of us are dicks ain't like that, like we need to scale down the expectation. So it's called
Let's say
about
this
it's
huge
undersell,
statue
over
with this tiny
deliver.
penis.
You know what I mean?
My name say under promise and over deliver
Yeah,
the way of
bro.
the land.
Yeah, man. That device
but
has been
that's-
used since the dawn of
That's
sense.
the creed of growers everywhere.
That's the creed of
That's the creed of growers everywhere.
but pre, no, that's
sure
the creed of the
nobody grow.
intelligent man.
Show you the result.
Be quiet when you grinding.
It's like keep doing that thing.
You know, one
I'm
of
not
those.
there yet.
You know those
blow the
anthems
plug
out
little
there.
more.
Like you ever hear like just be in the realm of conversation and hear somebody say, "Yo, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean," and you're like, "All right, little guy." It's okay, little guy.
I mean,
He's not wrong, but you
Strong
immediately
quality is
know.
a thing.
I feel
you got
like
to, you got to know what you're
immediately
doing with what you're doing, you know?
I feel like I've heard a lot more horror stories about big dicks than little dicks from women.
Remember that one dog who did make the girl
I've
like
heard more
run
horror
away?
stories in regards to big dicks not doing nothing, like not being
'cause
able
they
to
feel like-
perform.
They don't have enough blood supply.
Yeah, one, and also just the whole
Niggas out here
action
getting
is
lightheaded.
just very
In and out.
unfulfilling.
I've heard, unfulfilling are the horror
So you
stories.
can't
I've
get
heard.
all the dick in there anyway.
Yeah. I don't think like if I was like super long, like
As if I was
if I was like it would be like
if I was Lexington Steve.
it's so much to get the right, angle and thing to really work the shaft in the form.
There's a lot to this game.
It's incredible.
It would be so much. I don't want to have my dick so big that I cannot go,
all the way in.
full throttle.
Can you imagine you fucking
couple
in
times.
AC and like half of the dick feeling pum pum and half of the
Feed
dick
the
being
feeling air,
cold?
this up, blow up.
Nah,
Dog, like,
You just have the girl like, hey,
it's not
you don't
you.
feel a butt cheek like
It's
slap
not
you
you
one
stopping
time.
her, bro. She's stopping you from killing her,
No, I'm stopping her.
impaling her.
I'm like,
no, please.
like service fucking is not.
No, so
great,
that's how
bro.
you know, like, porn is a performance art, dog.
Yeah, but I
Because you see
mean,
those
the
little
vagina
women
is
take
amazing. Like the girls could train the vagina to
Bro,
take
God.
certain size, but if you're not doing that professionally, why?
Professionally. Exactly. It's a
Are you
performance
training it to
art.
take in motherfucking
I
ambulances?
saw an interview. I saw an interview on YouTube, and it was like a panel of porn stars, and they all said if they have to take a larger than normal, like whatever,
Mandingo.
El Caquilongo, they way prefer anal than standard because
That's
it's
an
more,
endless plane.
Yeah.
and I remember I heard it in my head. I was going, dog, why do this work?
I saw.
Like, brother,
I saw
what?
something
You
years
have
ago.
to figure out like your inside.
Yeah, man. The
depth.
service is a spot. Like the you can't
get
like
past the
get past cervix. Like right, I get
Damn.
that.
You know, like,
But I guess,
tell Cartel and Donia that.
I mean, I don't
pumped up her
want to
poo-poo.
talk to them about this. I don't think.
Pumped up her boom boom right there in front of her. Something there. I was saying. I saw an interview years ago with a guy who allegedly had the biggest dick in the world. Yeah. Recorded. It was like 13 inches.
Yeah,
Man
13.5 or something.
man say, yo, sex with women got so unfulfilling, him just have to start fuck, man. I was like, nah, dog, you did just a batty, man. But
Wait, what?
understand, 'cause I'm saying couldn't get it all in.
I don't know if I can allow
Well, he
the
could get it in
context
the
of this
butt.
conversation on the in
Yeah,
the porn.
that one you're weird,
Because-
dog.
So I'm saying,
Because I mean, as in,
it's a thing that exists.
I am a friend of the gays.
I
I've
see
heard
your
stories.
checker. And I see your play.
I've heard.
I've heard stories.
I see your
know
play,
how that goes.
and I raise you two more.
Please don't.
The Pornhub podcast.
Why for the reason?
No, just pre. My div now why that one.
two dicks.
Exactly. On the Pornhub podcast.
The guy with two dicks?
The dude with two dicks.
No, that guy,
He
incredible.
He has two like fully functioning, properly sized phalluses, which he
Side by
can,
side.
which he like. No, it's top and bottom.
No, wasn't it side by
No,
side?
top, bottom, balls.
No,
And
dog, it was side by
I
side.
am telling you, Bob.
It was side by side. May I tell you?
It's not the same guy.
I
Then.
need you guys to finish
No,
this
one
story.
man.
Anyway, he has his whole page on Pornhub. You guys can go look if you have the morbid curiosity. But he specializes in a lot of like DP shows because clearly, if he has both, he can in both, and he can like shoot fire out of both. And
Shoot fire. I just thought of actual fire.
all I can pre-dog is
Let it burn.
what must that brother's blood flow
That
be
song
like?
was about herpes all along.
Let
That's
it
what I'm saying.
burn. Let it burn.
Gotta let it burn.
Do you know if herpes burns?
I don't know.
There-
I don't think that's a
Which one
total side effect.
No, there is an STD that burns though.
Yeah.
clap
I was watching the
I think
Wire.
clap more burns.
Or syphilis.
I think it might
No,
be the clap.
syphilis.
Syphilis blind.
I think it's I think
And
so. 'Cause
eat
you have to
your
like don't you have to take syphilis out?
Syphilis?
Like,
No,
literally?
you get a shot for
pills.
syphilis.
Yeah, shots.
Oh,
You can get a shot for syphilis, but
Syphilis
syphilis
eat your brain
it does
if it
and
goes untreated.
and it makes you bald.
and blind.
Yeah,
And it makes you bald.
yeah. Oh, fun fact. fun fact
fact
that we've
about
said
syphilis
that
making
we've
you
said on the
bald.
pod before. Yeah, fun fact.
No, you guys are super educational.
The term bigwigs back in the day came because a lot of royals were losing their hair because they had syphilis. So and they were smelling because it rots the flesh also. So what they did was they would have really big powdered wigs, like the powdered wigs you see in shows and shit.
Big wig, right.
So if you were rich, you could afford a big wig. Eventually, it became a status symbol. So even man without syphilis would just shave them head and
just
put
buy a
on a
wig.
wig to show your, now we wear jewelry and drive cars. Back in the day, niggas wore wigs. It's
And bought pineapples.
part of the history.
You could rent a pineapple back in like Victorian England.
How could you rent a pineapple?
When they'd go to the New World and they'd bring back exotic fruit. Because it was so expensive because you're traveling months at sea to get here.
How the fuck the pineapple do rotten by the time you reach back?
I guess I don't know. You get
Like,
I don't know.
I've seen definite rotten pineapple.
I don't know.
selling on the street.
I was listening to learn on this one. I didn't know that.
Fuck you asking me, nigga.
didn't
I was
know
not
that.
around.
I know how.
Man used to ship ice, you know.
I know how
Man used to
purple.
cut ice out a river, wrap it in a sawdust.
but
put it on a
global
ship.
warming wasn't what it was. That even makes more sense than
I know how
pineapple.
purple became the color of royalty.
How's
Because
that?
it's the hardest color to get.
Yeah, back in the day,
So it
the
costs
only
the most.
back in the day, the only
Blue
way
as
to
well.
get
Oh yeah? Yeah,
back in the
royal
day, the
blue.
Royal
only way
blue,
to
yeah.
get purple pigment to make fabric was from a shellfish that you'd have to dive for, and then like pull it out of the shellfish.
So they just there.
Yeah, it was hot. It was really fucking hard to get the
Is
pigment for
What
purple.
the name is a cone snail.
Yeah,
That will kill you.
yeah. Poisonous
Oh.
cone snail.
Yeah.
So it was
You had to get fucked up to get purple.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Vibes.
A lot
the
of
blue, I
history
think-
history is cool.
Blue.
Crabs.
I listen to your podcast. I
remember the
know. I know
blue
we go through a full anthropological process.
Red come from
humanity.
Red come from bugs. We still use it nowadays.
Sometimes.
For in our current food coloring, we use bugs. Cochineal, I think is the
How do you
name.
guys feel about that? Y'all don't like bugs.
No,
I
they
don't.
crush them up to make pigment, and then use the
Definitely
pigment
don't
to
like
make
bugs.
bugs. I don't like roaches.
I've been around you not liking.
I don't like roaches.
roaches are gross.
They are the harbingers of doom.
Okay, but they're also 1,000th of your size.
Don't
you can
care.
solve that. at
I
any
remember
point
the
in
day.
time.
They carry 1,000 times the diseases.
I remember the day. I remember the day I figured out like why. I
That's
don't
not on the issue, but
I remember the day like I figured out like why I
Them
don't
fuckers
like
fly
roaches.
and release them eggs while them flying.
Yeah, that's a thing.
okay.
Imagine
When-
roach egg growing in
when
your
I was
ears,
like-
It's true you have Indian here. You're worried
Yo.
about things that fly.
Right? I remember when I did meds, I don't fuck with roaches because like from a child, if I see a roach, I have to kill the roach. But there's a
Good process to live by.
oh no, fuck it, and I still live by that. But there's a difference between like
I had
all
a
right,
traumatic childhood.
there's a difference between like seeing a roach and going all right, I gotta kill the roach, and then like when I see it, like if I could kill this one roach and kill its entire species, that hate I have,
Are you an atheist?
yeah.
Okay.
No,
makes
no,
sense.
no. I am agnostic.
Okay.
I don't know. But I remember it was in zoology, dog, when the man them made us dissect a roach. And there was this girl at the front of the class, and the man them would bring a roach up to the teacher and like put it under the slide.
You had
so we-
zoology in KC?
no, I did zoology in
Over
first year.
foreign?
First year UE.
First year, okay.
First year. I was supposed to be a doctor.
Oh, right.
So I had like zoo, and I was doing zoo to transfer over. And I remember there's this one girl, dog, and she goes up to the front and she shows the teacher. The Irish professor from UE, if you know him, you know him. And he goes, "Oh my God, this is sick!" And the man puts it under the whatever it is, and it shows up on this big old screen. And she had spread the roach's wings apart, and there were like countless lice eggs in there. And then him did like probe her stomach a bit, and he was like, "Oh, it's pregnant." In my head, I was like, "Fuck these things! What you mean you flying and busting other thing eggs, and you can drop your eggs too?" And then him, I eventually learned like they are vectors of disease. I was like, all right, cool. So if I see it, it have to dead with the most extreme prejudice.
I mean, fair.
I don't want that in my yard. I don't want none of them thing there.
This is also Jamaica. Good luck.
Yeah, no, in all honesty, I'd rather
It's
deal
a
with a roach
continual fight.
over 40 leg or scorpion. And I know people right now in Jamaica. who deal with
Scorpion
them
is
so-
hard for dealing.
Bro, God,
You can kill
a roach can't sting me, you know?
easier than a roach.
No, you can kill both of them with the same amount of effort, just different tools.
Bro, God,
Yeah, but the threat
Wait, no?
on your
Yeah.
on your immediate
roach can't
experience.
sting me.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to
Centipede
just
can
fuck up
kill
the
you.
scorpion. Them. Like,
Scorpion can kill you.
When we're clearing the land. For
I've only
Roach
killed
just
one
nasty.
scorpion in my life.
Oh shit! When we're clearing the land for this house, we moved in when I was 7. So and I remember, so it's before 7.
So you were clearing the land at 7?
Yes.
No. I was running around the land. I was running around
just
the
work
land
free. You
at
can't
7,
be free.
and I remember before 7, and I remember like we did say Hamlin and
Sorry for Kenzie.
nah man, we did say Camlin and Babaji them like a fling stone out or something, dog. And I was like, what up? And I'm saying Scorpion. And I was like, all right. So he killed Scorpion with stone. Okay. And I did just go look for them after that. I found a couple. I remember I found this one Scorpion who was like she had eggs on the back and it was hatched. And that did fuck up my whole meds because the little baby scorpions ate the mom. And in my head I was going, what the fuck? I was a kid, bro.
Dog eat dog world.
I didn't know that then.
You see this disposition. That's definitely why I big up the pagans for all the hospital visits that you've had in your life. I listen to the podcast. I know what's going on.
Facts.
That's not
Facts.
7-year-olds don't listen to Mr. Martin.
Don't throw
Don't take on that fight. It's
You
fine.
learn too quickly about the circle of life.
You learn. Yo, how
7-year-old scorpion
how
sting
old
would be like
were you?
significant.
Oh yeah, death. How old were you when you learned like you shouldn't fuck with ground lizards?
Man, I'll fuck a
Teens?
lizard up.
Ground lizards is a
You
different
some
thing.
pussy
Alright, but come
ass
from Lindsay.
niggas. What?
The part of Lindsay me come from.
As far as I am
I don't know which
concerned,
part of Lindsay you come from, but me never have no ground lizard.
as far as I'm
There's
concerned,
none in Meadows.
ground lizard don't come in my
I
house.
live in Meadows.
Which part? part?
That makes sense. I'm probably
Down in
there.
the flood zone.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Dog. Dog. I have an agreement with ground lizards. They don't come inside, and I don't fuck with them when they're outside. One time, I remember I did fuck with
Anything blue in a
What
nature.
the fuck a ground lizard go do to you, big MMA fighting
hiss.
motherfucker?
come back with friends.
And then all of them
And then,
hits
and then all of them can get this work. What the fuck is going on?
That's a lot
Your
of
motherfuckers
work.
catch these hands.
That's a lot of work. No, he's completely correct, you know. He's completely correct, you know.
I have no
But
tolerance
in
for
the
lizard fear, bro.
interest-
I have
No
no tolerance for it.
No, it's not fair.
It's
Where
ridiculous.
It's co-living. They live outside, I live inside. It's fine. The fucking croaking lizard, them that live in the house, that shit on the things, them half a dead. But
Yes.
if you live outside and I live inside, I don't see why we have to have a problem.
Why? So you think ground lizard can't become inside lizard?
I have had ground lizards come into this house before, and all they end up doing is running against the door trying to go back out. Them don't want to stay in here. They won't go back out the door.
They can still get his work.
I still fucking it.
I tell you what, I agree with Lopo on with that same meds. Make a fucking rat run through this gate. You see, once you pass the border of
How
my
you go
house,
kill a rat and then come complain to me about ground lizard, dog? Rats are way more prone to... Rats eat through pipes,
Rats?
motherfucker. Like, rats don't play around.
rats nest here. Ground lizards come in by accident and want to go back outside.
That's not a fear. That's an avoidance of responsibility.
It's not that fair. It's not that fair. The fair is birds. The fair is birds. This is completely effort. Ground lizard won't go
Bird
back
can
outside.
fuck up a ground lizard. That's for sure.
Fucking kill a bird. Ground,
They're dinosaurs.
I killed one earlier today.
What?
With my car.
Oh, because I was like,
my God.
I was like, wow, we dealing with phobias in 2020, bro.
No.
Leave the birds
We
alone.
revolutionizing.
Ground lizard come in my yard, it won't go back outside. Rat come in the yard, it won't make more. Eat half a dead.
I mean, yeah.
And you see where the fuck I live, there's bush everywhere.
Yeah.
So everything wants to come inside.
Yeah. Like you live in central
Bushington.
Bushington.
Everything.
Bushington Avenue.
Everything
You
wants to
follow the Bushido code.
everything wants to fucking come inside. I don't know if I said this on the last podcast, but like my dogs killed the owl 2 weeks ago. Like everything wants to come inside this house apparently. You hate me,
My
hate
fucking
them.
nigga old.
I don't know
Hate
how
them,
your
don't hate me.
dogs kill the owl.
Yeah, I don't know
They
how they
fly.
got it either. No, but they fly silently at night.
No, your dogs.
Oh, my dogs.
Yeah, must. Like, yeah, like, this motherfucking
But-
So they
zombie
fly
dogs.
Saturday at night. Yeah, the dogs. They're
Bob drives up the fucking driveway earlier and he just looks at me and goes, yo, Clyde just walked out. And in my head I went, like he healed me
something
back.
dead now.
Some dead.
Something dead or
Maybe
something.
an owl.
Something dead or
something
something.
breed.
Maybe an ostrich.
And
No,
he'll
Stay tuned.
Bro, let me tell you something. Clyde is the epitome of the Jamaican man. If Clyde leave the yard, something dead or something breed.
Bang.
That's
I like it. I like it.
No, you think it's a joke? Okay.
I didn't
like,
laugh.
On facts. On a normal period, like today, because no dog on the hill is in heat, I can tell because Clyde would be trying to dig under the fence.
Right.
So him gonna
Pussy dead am a day. Yes, so.
right? So him gonna road
dare
cause fucker, right? So he'll come back maybe just after you guys leave. I'll be down here editing and I'll hear the bushes over there. And I know him gonna run up the stone and jump over.
Yeah.
Make Breeding season did have gone. You don't see Clyde for like 6 days. And when him come back,
But he not done.
Bro, when him come back, him maga and he's missing hair. Like him look like him have mange.
Wow.
And then him don't move from the
Man,
back.
fuck anything.
And him don't move from the backyard for a while. Now I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but hopefully none of the people on the hill listen to this podcast. Let me just end this so I can beep all that out. He messaged 4 different times last year going, I'm tired of my fucking dog breeding. Whose dog keeps doing this? I'm driving up the hill and I'm looking at dogs going, is that Clyde? No, that's not Clyde. Is that Clyde? No, that's not Clyde. And then it clicked. Blood clot, these are all Clyde's youths. But like Clyde out here spreading seed like a Rasta man. So
Imagine dog, somebody coming in a group chat. Yo, my dog keep breeding. Who the fuck keep doing it? Martin going there. You maybe you should lock your fucking dog up.
I keep my mouth
Sounds
shut.
like
bro.
a you
Should never
problem.
come out.
It's like,
Maybe if the man couldn't get another yard.
it's like Paula, bro. The chicken that the
They
Chinese lady
pull a
used to
chicken
walk.
through the fence.
Oh yeah, and the chicken
Through
was
the
named
chain
Paula.
link
Listen, I don't doubt any story I hear about your dog. Seems that the motherfucking American gladiators out there.
Bruh.
Like I don't doubt anything.
My neighbor, like to yonder, the house behind us. Hopefully she don't hear this, but hey, she had.
We got Paula.
Paula got. You know what I'm saying? This was like 2 years ago. She is Asian one, and she used to walk her chicken. Paula. Every day.
Why do you have
Her
a
pet chicken Paula.
Every
do you
day.
have a chicken?
She walked this bitch with a leash, my nigga.
Because she eat the other pets. Racially insensitive.
So yo, she walked the whole place with Paula, and you know, so this is when we're fairly old enough because I had an Xbox 360 at the time, and I remember we're inside and we're bunning hair. Bob was here, Bob, me, my older brother Shamar in the kitchen bunning Halo. It was Halo Reach, and I heard, and my dog is like they either bark, they go like, or they go, or they go, and they all mean 3 different things. So when I hear, it normally mean come look. So I put my head out the fucking window.
So yes, kids. Martin
Dr.
speaks,
fucking
dog.
Doodle.
You fucking have these dogs long enough, you'll learn like when they want to show you something. And you see if them really want to show you something, you ain't hear chick on the window because them scratching it like, yo, look.
Yeah.
So I put my head out the door and I'm like, yo, what going? Because I
And they
did.
say it just like that. Yo, dog, come here.
Literally.
I don't doubt it, dog. These
Me
fucking
either.
professional persons out here.
Brother, me dead pon the Halo. Someone say, yo, Bob, you're on. Gave him the pink controller, lean my head out the window.
Knife for the pink.
No, it was the best controller.
At the Xbox 360, and the one had a pink controller, and that was the gunman controller.
Bang, bang.
Because it was mine, and I decked it up. It was the gunman controller, and all we played was
Yours.
it was mine,
You stole it from Lati.
which became mine.
Theft is ownership, guys.
Colonizer.
Theft from your cousin and possession for 5 years, it becomes yours.
Yes.
I love
yes,
you,
colonizer. You don't want to know how markets and actual any
I love you,
asset of
Lati.
all time
Thank you so
has
much.
ever been generated.
Thank you so much for my first pink controller, Lati. Love you so much.
Merry Christmas.
So yeah, I lean out the window, I pray, and it's a chain link fence, dog. So they pulled the chicken by a leg through the chain link fence. So it was a tubular fowl.
Jesus Christ.
So I see the tubular fowl and I go, yo, and I call these niggas.
Tubular fowl.
And by the time the man them pause the game and reach the door, the man them leave with the fowl. We have never seen the fowl again. Later that evening,
In the stomach of a dog
factum,
or five.
factum mundo. Later that evening, we got a call from my neighbor. Hi guys, have you guys seen Paula?
Nope.
And
And
to-
tuba chicken.
And until she prays this podcast, I'm gonna look at her continually and go, nope. I ain't seen Paula nowhere. Bro, you see that back fence along my yard? that
Didn't
goes
you
up
walk her last week?
What are you talking about? See the back fence on my yard that goes up there? We never used to have that. It used to just be, my backyard was just endless at the
I
time.
just don't want anybody come ask me about them chicken, dog.
Bro, my backyard was endless at the time. man.
Chicken.
These neighbors we used to have,
You get them livestock chicken. Don't ask me about your chicken. It's not
nigga,
my business.
I don't care if you're at home choking your chicken. Nigga.
fuck chicken. Is when the woman in the front of the yard down there did like Lego her Shih Tzu, and the little Shih Tzu run come up the driveway, and I remember I was down here and I heard roof. I heard and that was it for that little Shih Tzu. I was like, oh my God.
Your dog should be in jail.
Yeah, my dogs are criminals.
Martin dog them a killer.
Oh my God, poor thing.
Martin dog them a killer.
It came in the yard.
How does anybody like you on this road?
They usually stay in the
Cartel
yard.
teach them.
They usually stay in the yard. I'll tell you when Clyde made his keep. Clyde made his keep the time Hamlin would have to call me and say, yo, come home and don't bring home an Nervo. And I drove up the driveway and the whole place was bloody. And we're like, oh, what the fuck happened here? What did dead? And then Clyde come back through the bush completely fine. And a couple days later, you find out, say, yo, there's a thief that was robbing all the cars on the hill that's in the hospital with injuries.
Dog injuries.
And like,
Dog related.
we just looked at Clyde and went,
Good boy.
my nigga. Like, ever since then, he been my favorite boy.
Of course.
He my guy.
Yeah, kill any chicken you want.
Boy.
You actually do the job of murdering people I want to murder.
For me, I rate you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I always figured like if Marty really had beef with somebody, he'd just get like 6 leashes. Walk down to the
Peace.
get the fucking truck, put the motherfuckers in there, and just be like,
Peace
hi,
is the
so
way.
I heard we have problems. I
Peace
don't know.
is
I'm
the
here
way.
for conflict
my
resolution.
Speak to my representatives in the back.
Peace is the way. Guys. Peace is the way. Yo, I tell you what.
If you call me, say, yo, dog, some niggas trying to fuck with me, I'm like, dog, you know what you need to do.
You sell, you sell propane and propane accessories? I tell you what.
What?
I tell you what.
I tell you what.
I tell you what.
Propane accessories.
We're gonna go on a tangent right here.
This whole podcast has been a tangent.
It is. No, I know it is. So I'm going on another one.
What is he talking about?
What the fuck's wrong, Nyoko?
What are you talking about, Nyoko?
Yo, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. That made me like.
Free smoke, free smoke.
I didn't know him as well as like Mac,
I've only heard him
like,
on like
a
being
couple
shouted out on rap songs.
but the loss of life is still fucked up, provided that the person's not a piece of
This is
shit.
actually a very good time. This is not even a title. This is a good segue for your dog fucking up a thief to a rapper dying from home invasion.
The
Good
lo-
fucking job. Do you do this for a living?
I try.
Is this your day job? Fuck if it isn't, man.
Are you Marty
missing
Roman
out.
instead of Pagan? What's
bro. All I'm trying to say is that the loss of life is generally a horrible thing, man. And then
pleasantries
and then,
aside.
And then pleasantries. No, here's where all my pleasantries go aside. The day the gentleman passed, there was a Twitter and online outrage of people accusing his friend of being the reason that he got. Niggas, let police like do them job first. Now let it be found out
Sir.
before within 2 hours of a
Sir.
Due
TMZ.
process? What's that?
Yeah, what's the process nowadays, right?
Sir. What are you asking they did it
I'm
to
just,
do?
I'm just saying that.
Have you met the internet? son?
I have 3 main things I'm saying here.
How long have you been on the internet,
I got
sir?
3 main things I'm saying here. Let me say them and then you guys can kill them.
Okay.
First things first, TMZ is nasty because how you gonna report the person's death before the family know? That's kind of gross. That's not kind of, that's horribly gross. Second thing is all the people who started a lynch mob because of a message 2 minutes after like it occurred. Dog, you fucking with another person's life. Third thing is, whatever happened to like thought before action? Why it's just go time now, bro.
I mean, there's a lot of thought before action that got this nigga got. Like in terms of like expectation of the internet is
No, the internet. I expect the base of
is-
people once they have the cloak of anonymity. Shout out Netchats.
ooh. Plug. Yeah, like in terms of like shitting on TMZ, like TMZ got a business to do. It's not TMZ job to report.
TMZ not for tell me that you dead dog when me and you are family.
Okay, but bro, if the fucking police not doing their job at advising people beforehand, it's not TMZ's job to be like, well, we need to sit on a store. Does Vanessa know? Like, no, like it's not their job. I'm sorry, I don't feel like it's their fucking job to be like, yo, let's make sure all the motherfucking stakeholders are in proper state.
I mean, it
their
kind of-
job is to fucking generate
Clicks.
business
The most-
from having the news.
I
okay.
get it. I just
I
find
want-
it
So if a
distasteful.
if a nigga fucking got home invaded and got murdered, or a fucking helicopter flew up the sky and I'm fucking TMZ, so I knew that shit first. I just saw the thing set, bro. Like,
I get
I
it.
don't think there's no. So what is the special?
I get it.
What is
It's
the
just
special
unfair
rationale about boy police? They call me tell me said it versus TMZ tell me. I was like, that's still as jarring as fuck. There's no
I always-
recourse of saving that experience.
I just don't think like I should find out my loved one died online before, I get a call. But I get what you mean. It's
Really? You
it's
find out you
their
get born
job.
online sometimes first. You find out you get like
Oh, the dog went deep.
like you find out.
The dog posted up from the 3. The dog posted up from the 3 and said, "Swish."
Man, step back.
Man, step back and said,
back.
"Swish."
Bro, like you find out all types of shit online. You find out that your motherfucking
So however you
Wait,
find
no.
it out.
You know the most fuck up thing about TMZ, and it's fuck up in a dystopian sort of way? They're the most trusted news source out there because TMZ is owned by
They're not wrong.
lawyers who have been sued, and they've been sued so many times that they just don't get shit wrong anymore.
Yeah.
They follow...
and they're owned by a lawyer.
The news just come out and say whatever, and they come back later and say, oh, we're sorry, this was wrong. TMZ not going to say shit unless them know that's where it go. So they're actually one of the
And
most
actually, the
trusted news
toxicity
source.
of how they deliver news help their accountability.
What
in
flavor
this,
that
in
is?
this-
Would it be shut up.
Unicorn vomit.
That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't,
Anyway, not toxicity of how they report it, but the bluntness of how they report. I don't know, guys. I'm pretty.
No. TMZ used to be very toxic. TMZ
I'm
used to be
preying.
very exploitatory.
I'm just preying.
Exploitative.
Exploitative, right? They used to be very invasive. They used to be extremely unsavory in any type of information deliberation. So they were coming from a bad place, and that bad place, the correction of legal recourse has led them to actually own their accountability to
I
a point
think-
where they're the most trusted news source.
I think I might still view TMZ through that initial
Yeah.
initial lens.
It's like people who still
People do
Playboy.
things
People
daily
still
all
think
the
Playboy
time.
is porn.
Did they even
There's
show
almost
naked
they
ladies
don't even
anymore?
have naked ladies in Playboy magazine anymore.
If
No
Play-
full nudity.
I mean, Play was also, a stuffer in business. So, like, they're not
but I just
they're not
saying.
cooking like one time.
How do porn stars make money? Nah, let's stay on this topic for a little before we go off on this tangent.
How do porn stars make money?
Let's stay on this
get
before we go off
paid
on a
to
tangent.
That's what he said. The same way actors make money.
No, but like,
They are pornographic actors.
paid.
yeah, but then you're an actor
Yes.
who say you make a Pirates
How do
of-
YouTubers make
a Pirates of the Caribbean
How do YouTubers make money?
ads. I don't think any people on porn.
Have you never been to a porn site? Have you ever seen
I don't
ads?
think they get those ads. I think it's the moderators of the sites get those ads.
Sir.
Genuinely,
You don't
that-
think that these things are actually linked to people? Because if I want to search
No.
for a person, yes, I can find things. You have Pornhub community versus Pornhub models versus blah, blah, blah.
Pornhub.
It's an industry just like everything else.
Pornhub pays its like actors and verified staff. But
And also community. They also pay for community.
fair. But then when you
contribution.
have like an X videos or an XXXN or those kind of tube sites,
Free porn stars don't make money
I
from
know
free
you're not
sites.
getting stuff from that.
Yeah, but all that porn is concatenated into like free porn always
Memes.
comes in the same form. It's like a
Back at
7-minute preview.
How
or like
how
I
much?
feel
of-
like I consume a lot of this media and I know a lot about this world.
and my question to you is, how much of the
Hold on.
of the chart pays?
Porn stars do not make a lot of money. That's a number one.
yeah, they don't.
That's what I thought.
All right. Number one, them don't make a lot of money. Number two, when you go and you record a movie that is done by a studio, just like Johnny Depp get paid for Pirates of the Caribbean. Jenna Jameson get paid for Big Titty Bitches 7.
Hustlers or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
So
It's depending on your clothes. It's
Yeah, it's
depending
a
on
contract,
Your,
you pay-
your marketability.
you get your money. The prettier you are,
So you get paid up front, not in the back end of the movie.
not a lot. No, there's no. I don't.
no, you get paid to record.
If you're going
you
to
get
get back
paid per
in
day of
business,
recording.
if you're going to get back in business, you're going to have to start your own business like Jenna Jameson, like
Ah,
Pinky, like all of those who are the
You have to do your own
companies,
production
You'd have
house.
to do your own production.
Make your own stuff to
Okay.
get your money from.
I'm learning.
But if you're a
I'm learning.
production house, you can monetize on all of the streams.
A lot of
A lot.
the more, even currently, a lot of the biggest names in porn, they don't do just porn. They
Don't they have,
them
like, killer OnlyFans?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They have OnlyFans. They have all these subscription
Yeah,
things.
for sure.
And
And
they make the
OnlyFans
money
has,
from.
and yeah, all those self-stream personal
Cam soda.
cam businesses. Cam business is all, to be honest, cam business, I don't have the metrics, but from what I know, cam business has always been more profitable than porn.
Yeah.
Always.
Because
Period.
it's
It's transactional.
It's pay per play.
Yeah, exactly. So the OnlyFans, I think, has just revolutionized the cam business and all that shit.
Okay.
I mean, I still don't know who the fuck pays for OnlyFans.
That's what I was
Because out there
thinking.
paying for it though.
I know.
No, fuck yeah, people.
$20 a month.
Did you guys hear about the gamer girl who?
I mean, it's a low bar for entry. I'm
Did
like
you-
$20 a month in a, like a
To get
real
in a
company.
girl's life.
Lopo.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the gamer girl who made just shy of $2.3 million in a day by selling her bathwater?
I didn't. Nobody sounds
I'm look up the
Quality
story
business
for you.
model.
bathwater soils.
You were going to throw it away anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well make some money off it.
Yeah, I only heard about that, like, you know, in passing from, like, you know, back in the 2000s. Like,
I drink her bathwater.
Like Britney Spears or something. I think there's some shop that was like somebody's bathwater was available.
Fucking weird.
And I mean, okay. Like,
But
I
porn
don't
stars
get it.
also sell like panties, them used.
Yeah,
underwear.
merchandising, just like
Them sell
artists.
clothes they wore in certain shows. in
Bella
certain movies.
Delphine's store. That's her name. And here's her bathwater.
Gamer girls bathwater. Hey, bro, like, I don't get.
Someone out there buying it, right?
Yeah. I don't judge markets anymore. I mean, I don't think markets are to be termed by my by palette.
By palette.
You know what I mean? I guess that's a kind of why. But yeah, I don't think you can judge a market outside of its results. So if you put something up for sale, you can scrutinize it. You can think it's stupid. But if it sells, it fucking sells, bro.
I have very limited like what I care about for
Let me tell you
markets,
something.
right? Hold on, Bob. I have very like limited legal rules for a market, right?
Yeah.
Once it don't hurt nobody, like once it don't hurt the innocent, and it's not killing anyone, nigga, fucking sell your bathwater if that's what people want to buy. I am not amazed anymore by the width and breadth of the craziness that people will pay for.
Yeah. It's not up for debate.
No, bro, people buy panties in Pokeballs. It's crazy.
The accessibility to commerce through e-commerce and all of the development, it just means new markets. You could not sell bathwater probably on a scalable level.
Also,
when you had to put it in stores. But
before
now that you're selling it online, there's no bar for entry.
before even e-commerce, Lopo, a lot of times back in the day, the person that would want to buy the bathwater would think of themselves as like, oh, I'm the isolated weirdo.
Yeah.
But every isolated person can find their community online and become a member. Like, look at incels. There are men out there who genuinely are angry at women because they think of themselves as involuntary celibates, meaning it's not their choice.
When them said them try them
women just
hardest.
don't want them. It's because you's a loser.
Yeah.
Man, they said them try them hardest and them just run the pussy, dog.
Brother, and then they
Them
get
are the
mad
problem.
and turn around and gun down people. Like,
Fucking idiots.
you're just a loser.
Yeah.
But every loser's term has its echo chamber now.
I was going to say something.
Say it, nigga.
I'm
Say
gonna be
it.
like, but this was the fact that they're able to galvanize online. The only issue that incels really have is the hate crime aspect of their behavior. The fact that they can galvanize online is a fact, because this has always been a fact that there are certain demarcations that men are going to face in certain societies that they cannot have access to consensual female company or whatever company that they're interested in.
The entitlement to consensual female company.
The entitlement to essential. Yeah, but it's an entitlement that they're perpetuating based off of what they think is general human existence, that they're not achieving based off of their lack of intrigue and attraction.
Y'all
To
niggas
think-
is losers.
Yeah, you are losers.
I
and you
don't
have
know
any game.
how else to put
But
it,
to,
dog.
but,
Y'all
but to
niggas is
flip it
losers,
to
bro.
other societies, like there are people that I know in pockets of space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, I think in Jamaica, woman can't have man. Like, The woman
can.
as in any woman who do have a man is by choice because
Definitely.
like there's so many options of availability that even if you were to make the highest lowest bar of entry for men,
it's thrust upon them like obnoxiously too, because even a woman who minded her own business walking on the road
get harassed
going have the random wayward Jamaican psst.
For sure. But in certain places, in certain North American places, European places, woman no get look. I tell you that straight.
Where?
Like certain parts of Canada.
Where do man not look woman?
Dog, I'm telling you, bro. Like you will talk to some from foreign girls and you'll just be like, you don't do nothing. And just the fact saying hi and bye is like the most attention that they've gotten in years in terms of valued attention. You don't have to even have game, bro.
Lopo, like, you have this off New York fuck out of here accent sometimes, and I've always wanted to ask you where the fuck did it come from.
Oh, I don't know. Probably too much TV.
But
I grew up in St. Andrew. I grew up in a house.
Upper St. Andrew?
Yeah,
Upper St. Andrew.
I grew up in a house where my mother never made. I learned patois in high school. So
you learned patois in high school?
Yeah, my mother didn't speak patois.
Overs. My father used to move so with me too.
Yeah, so I literally learned patois in high school. I had a weird, patois. I guess, patois. I'm my only child. I was on TV a lot. So between her and not being around patois until I reached high school, I think that's why I speak differently.
Facts.
That's why it's easy for me to flip in and out.
Does it help you to, well, not even help you. Is that any other reason like you lean towards like creative stuff like the pod and arts and music? Because you have a whole music at.
Yeah.
At
Atmatic, yeah.
All right.
I mean, my mom is an actress and she also worked on radio for my entire life.
I remember that.
So the music was there, acting was there. I'm very.
The broadcasting chops has been built into his genes, as you see, ladies.
I couldn't help it. And basically, I mean, I'm pretty creative in everything except visual, as we were talking about earlier. Like I have no artwork, no drawing, no picture.
Write the story, I'll do the visual shit.
Yeah, but writing and fucking performing and being loud and being
loud
and being demonstrative.
You know
that's my vibes. You don't want it, bro?
Because I was gonna say, give me that shit, bro.
Unicorn, fucking piss ass, smoking.
Unicorn vomit.
Tastes like cotton candy.
Tastes like a bag of sweetie.
Yeah, that's what vapes do.
Generally, I like to smoke the marijuana.
Do you think you're gonna die from your vape habits?
No. Well, hold on. Let me qualify that. I will die slower than the cigarette habit it replaced.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Why are you sure about that?
Because
you're a very quantitative person.
Because when a nigga smokes 10 cigarettes in a go, it's kind of bad for you.
That's not me.
But you don't know.
Leave our.
We still don't know the ramen. We've heard.
Look at the man throwing names. Look at the man throwing names in this bitch.
As he puts the mark, I'll be like, wait, do you want to ruin this friendship?
Beep.
That was years ago. He's better now.
Fucker still have better underwater breathing than the rest of us.
Yeah, because he has 17 lungs.
Okay,
wow.
fair. Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, so if one dies.
It's okay. 16 to replace it.
I have asthma, so I guess.
I have 3/4 of a lung.
I wheeze. That's about as far as I get.
No.
I have proper
What
asthma.
was that saying?
My pumps in my pocket.
No, if I get like,
What was that saying?
if I'm playing outside in the ball game, I'll get wet.
It's the main ingredient in it is glycerol.
Yeah.
You just had it.
I just want to see the thing. I
It's
just wanted some more.
I know, fucking cunt.
The Infinix
To this
2.
date, they have not found anything negative in glycerol, and glycerol is in most of the food that we eat. Actually, it's in a lot of things. You find it all over the place. It's a solvent.
Okay.
So a lot of things, flavors and colorings and shits are dissolved in it. So it's everywhere.
I didn't look into it because I don't have the issue, so
Cigarettes
I didn't concern myself with it.
have 4,000 different
Carcinogens,
carcinogenic
yeah.
chemicals. So
I just smoke.
What I heard on passing on thing is just the newer information about when the burn effect of what vaping is causing without we
the
need
popcorn
more,
lung thing.
something like that.
All of those are based upon Juul type products where they have what?
Fuck ton of
The
nicotine.
average nicotine amount of
A Juul
by
had
the way,
50
I don't vape
milligrams.
apart from on the pod when like we're just here chilling, and if I'm drinking, I like to smoke. So having a vape. I googled it because I was curious too, especially like when big tobacco started moving hard. Once I saw big tobacco moving hard, I was like, all right, what fuckery is going on?
And then moving hard in the industry,
Moving hard against Juul.
Okay.
So that's
Some
when
of the biggest, the biggest stakeholder in Juul is now a tobacco company.
Yeah. So that's when I was like, all right, curiosity bit me. So I googled it a bit, and the average percentage that people like, the highest amount you'll get your vape e-liquid in is 1.2 or some shit like that.
12%.
Which is pretty close to if you smoke the whole thing as a cigarette. Juuls did this little thing, where this little tiny thing of Juul was like 20 cigarettes. The man them just went like balls deep and was like, oh, here.
I don't want you to get
They used salt nicotine.
Yeah.
As opposed to raw natural state nicotine. So is nicotine attached to some salt.
Okay.
So it hits you.
Doesn't it have a direct
stronger
correlation with
So wouldn't it make it
hypertension?
more addictive?
Yes.
It makes it more addictive, and nicotine in general makes your heart pump faster.
Yeah.
But if you add nicotine plus salt, hypertension is another issue. So your heart
So you have hardened arteries.
and your heart goes from dum
It's
tum
just
tum
bad
to
for you.
like brr, 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 brr. That's just fucking bad.
But the
All
the
things
only
in
issue with
excess
Juul-
is too much.
The only issue with Juul, honestly, is that the
Is
market
excess.
to kids. No, the market to kids. Adults can kill themselves. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, fair enough.
Juul marketed themselves to teens.
I mean, it should still be, commonplace that bad data. I mean, that bad
No, but-
data on the bad
You shouldn't
happenings of
dive
that.
into anything new without finding out about it. And
Come on, man.
Juul was new.
Man by
People are
packs.
not diving into things new because they're trying to find out things about
No.
it. People
Brother,
dive into
new-
things new because of peer pressure.
Brother,
and
new
like societal
man by packs
influence.
of cigarettes.
Not everybody's like me who's never yielded to peer pressure in my life.
Lopes, man buy packs of cigarettes. Think about this. With deteriorating lungs, the fact that it will make you sterile, the fact that you will have like dead babies
the
on
pictures of all the
it.
cancers.
The pictures of all the
cancer.
cancers. And man, buy it and go thank you. And still smoke it.
'Cause they're addicted.
There will always be a segment of people where no matter how honest you are about the drawbacks
but they're
of your
like
item,
that because they're addicted already, or because the peer tiered issued on how they
If
got
you
exposed
know-
to it.
if you-
Was
they're
it
already
strong
hooked.
enough? They're already hooked.
They're already
already
hooked.
part
If
of
you
it.
know it's bad for you, you still do it. Okay, you're an adult. You're a consenting adult consenting to ruin
I
your
don't.
life.
I don't know if I agree with that because
Juul sold itself to kids.
The only reason why I agree with that is because I'm an anti.
Alright, hold on. Before we before we lose this topic, Bob just said something really important. Juul marketed itself to kids. Children, impressionable, don't do that, especially with addictive stuff. Overs. I believe we all agree on that.
Yeah, for sure.
In the case of adults, here's the thing though. When a person's bitten with the sickness of addiction
But that's like
already,
telling me,
right,
yo,
dog?
bro, yo, dog, just buy some arsenic and take it. Like, I'm saying, if things are past a level of toxicity, then there just should be a regulation to say, okay, that's out. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about like, yo, dog, just rat poison is cool. Like,
Drug-free Jamaica.
I remember a dog telling me
All
one
drugs should
time
be
he have a
legal.
link for some morphine pills. I went.
Do you still have that link?
No.
I'm just checking if you still
I
have that
never
link.
explored that
the
link
plug.
because I was like, listen, bro, morphine worse than heroin, and nothing, and especially pills. No, dog.
I sick for 3 weeks because
The man said the
of
link.
morphine
The link.
withdrawal.
The man asked the link. How are they? What's the hype? Man said, no, dog, I don't fuck with that. And if the drug dealer don't fuck with the drugs, though, dude.
No facts. Don't fuck with
I mean,
morphine.
our regular prescription
sick-
drugs is what people are hooked on.
No facts.
And it's a prescription drug.
I was sick for 3 weeks coming out of the hospital because of morphine when I broke.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be able to
But I'm
get a
step you down.
prescription for morphine. Probably you're
no,
supposed
no,
to be administered.
no.
by a
It's
professional.
it's when like you when you shattered your shit, like
You
and
can
you're,
get it to
you're,
go home
you're,
with.
you're in the bed. No, I didn't. It's when I was in the bed, right? My fucking left leg is in pieces, and you could like click a thing every now and again where it's like it hurts, click, and eventually it feels better. So just doing that was like, all right, I can deal with the pain. The day without it, my brother, man. If I could have cut off the foot and get back to the shop, I would have get back to the
That's
shop.
why those drugs are so addictive, dog.
Yeah, they're horrible. I completely get them.
Molly Percocet.
I was asking this question the other day. You know, people steal the money.
Not anymore because Molly's trash
Especially
now.
out here, yeah, and
Molly's trash now.
the supply has been
That's what I thought.
bad for like the last
'Cause I heard
4
some-
years.
Molly had a crescendo and it died.
No, so I
That's like EDM.
where my father's office. Yeah,
Facts.
and they followed each other.
They coincided.
My father's office is in the ghetto.
Yeah.
To put it in basic terms. And one of the man them down there was talking to me. I say, yo, I was puffing the vape and the man said, see all the uptown people and smoke them thing there and doing a Molly and them something. I was like, people don't do Molly anymore, dog. What are you talking about?
No, people do cocaine now.
Yeah, it's like niggas do cocaine.
People are back on the white.
Like people do cocaine.
Niggas, it's back to the 80s, bro. What
Yeah,
do you
man,
mean?
people are
Nobody
back
does
on the
Molly
way.
anymore.
People doing LSD and cocaine.
Get literally.
Yeah, literally, it's back to the white.
But
I'm back to the
I
tabs.
always say, man, I can't.
Y'all ever
there's
did
no
LSD?
way I could afford.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk to you, know, dog.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
done. I've
That don't mean.
I've done a lot
Say yes
of
or no.
LSD.
Oh, okay.
Fun
love
fact.
acid.
Fun fact. The first time I did LSD with Bobby, we were down here.
We watched American Gods.
American Gods was on TV, and
Which
it was the
to this
first
day is still the
episode.
best show I ever watched in my life.
You know, it was pretty. It was pretty.
I
No
wonder
bitch.
why.
Lopo. I fuck with you now. Right?
I need to watch it sober
We
to see if it's really
started
that good.
watching American Gods about 10 o'clock, and we were down here. And I remember 2 episodes in. No, it was when the bitch shit in American God when dead wife had her hand in her like hair, and because of the embalming fluid, she was constipated, and then she eventually shit. I remember going, I have to take a bath.
It was the wettest, nastiest sounding shit I've ever
I
seen.
felt
in TV. The
disgusting.
dog had to take a bath.
I went upstairs, took a bath, went like into the kitchen, and we watched another couple episodes because it was just a thing on Stars that day. Went outside, like we paused it.
Yeah, it was the day of the season finale.
Yeah,
The series.
So the series finale showed at
Just
8,
happened to be that
and
early.
we happened to catch the first episode.
Yeah.
We watched that whole
Best show I ever
thing.
watched in my life.
There are 3 parts that made me go, I need a break, and I'll never. And like, I was on a lot of loose in this guy. Yeah, a lot. The first one was when Dead Wife did shit, and it just felt dirty. Second one was when the jinn was passing himself on to another person, and he was
Martin
fucking
never knows
dog.
that 2 man could have fucked face to face.
It blew my. I was like, what the hell, dog?
How old are you?
Lopo,
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Lopo. It is.
That should be the next beat, you man.
It make sense from a physical standpoint, because everybody know how joints move. But
Martin said there's a dick above the butt.
Never.
So how could the
I never did pre that man could have lie down upon them back and lift up them foot like eagle and take, and I just like
When
nah.
they're taking dick?
I never thought of that, and we saw that shit
You
in
think
the
that they're
kitchen.
like, oh, I can only take
Straight doggy.
bend.
I never.
You think a man couldn't take dick with the relaxation of a bed
never
sitting near back?
I never put the thought into that, and I remember in the kitchen when it happened on TV. I looked at Bob
On
and
a
went,
podcast, you should bring some gay people
I was
here
like,
and talk.
dog, what? No. But I have a lot of gay friends, but it's just I never thought.
Clearly,
about,
lady to talk.
I have a lot of black friends.
I never.
I have a lot of black. I'm not racist. I got a lot of black. I got a
No,
lot of black.
fuck all that shit. There's just a difference. You have friends, but you don't think of it. It's just like
It's like the other day with half a fag, you know. Other day with half. I don't ask if
We're
a picture
not
I
allowed
catch,
to call
but I
it
know
that
that's
anymore.
not. That's not a topic. You just broach.
Lopo. I didn't mention that.
You should just-
So I saw that shit on TV.
But I thought it to myself. I wouldn't ask a straight person.
No, hell no.
How do y'all fuck?
I mean,
So I wouldn't ask a gay person.
Exactly.
Fuck you though.
But I would, because I know the dog. I was like, dog. So it weird.
wait.
Your picture. But I was like, nah.
What you say? You wouldn't ask a straight?
I wouldn't
person
ask
how
a
they
straight
fuck?
person how them fuck. So I wouldn't ask a gay person if him picture I catch.
Why? It's different.
Can we not go away from the American
but
Gods thing
I
that blew
don't-
my mind?
I feel like that's a very personal question.
No,
to
but
ask
all I'm
someone.
saying is like you're saying
Second
that it
thing of
doesn't make
American
sense.
Gods that blew
I'm
my
like,
mind
but
was
there's
the
a-
niggas fucking in Missionary. The third thing that fucked my mind in American Gods was when the woman ate the dog with her pussy.
Oh, that was amazing.
That blew my. I was
That's how
like,
I'd like
what
to
am
go.
I? What am I
That's something
watching?
You can't explain.
That's how I.
No, I can't explain any of this on acid. Lopo, before the show started, right? Before the show started, I remember Bob said, "Yo, let's watch American Gods." I said, "Cool." The ratings and stuff were coming on TV. Were like coming up on TV, and I remember looking at the TV, going, "Why is it waving?" And then the show starts. I was in no place to like watch a mind-altering show. Dog, the leprechaun was a giant.
Sounds like
the
a great
leprechaun was 7 foot tall.
No, it was fucking fantastic, bro.
Sounds like a great
It was
experience.
fucking fantastic.
Best show I ever watched in my life.
Best show I've watched in my life thus far. The man him have this one like sequence where the man put a key in the keyhole and turn it, and the keyhole turns into a car on a map moving across snow. And on my acid-riddled brain, it was fucking crazy, bro.
Is this a chain or a chaparrito that you just
Chain.
It's a
I
chain
can't wear it on my neck.
It's too small.
No, I'm allergic to gold on my neck apparently.
Oh.
But I can wear gold anywhere else.
The skin on
neck
his
is
neck
poor?
came from a different donor body.
Yeah, apparently. I fucking got my grandma passed and she left me a bigger chain than this one, and I was like, all right, cool. So I moved this one, but it was itching already. Put it on my neck, and my whole neck lit.
I actually have better.
His neck
I
is that
worse
broke
luck with,
nigga skin.
My neck is the broke nigga
silver
skin.
and stainless steel and gold. Gold is soft.
I
gold's
can't deal
good.
with the.
Him neck of that broke nigga.
I can't deal with the eczema
Yo,
or the
remember when
itching.
like platinum was the
Eczema?
thing?
Eczema? I
When
can't
what?
deal with
Platinum?
eczema.
Yeah, but platinum was the thing, so everybody could just buy a stainless steel chain and
say,
feel
"Yeah, man, a
like,
platinum,
yo, you don't know.
It was platinum.
Elite.
Is which movie? It's Transporter. I did watch it. The man said, "No, dog, platinum float." I said, "Man, pour the wine in the big metal thing, the champagne in the metal thing, and the platinum float." I go, "This, how this expensive and light? Expensive things are always heavy."
Yeah. Platinum's still doing good. I trade platinum sometimes. It's going well. It's good.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the podcast.
Know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away and know when to run. You better find your money.
When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count in when the beat is done. Thank you guys for listening to the Bamcast podcast. This was a really fun episode because, as Bob was so correct at the beginning, there's no structure to this. We just parred. Lope was a part of the family. Check him out at the Penny Section podcast. It'll be linked below.
Damn no.
Bobby
Penny
B.
Section live.
I still budding game.
Bobby B's over there. He's been budding game.
Yeah, man.
I've been podding.
Fuck. You made me die.
Prismatic verse.
Boom
Boom Drop Physics.
Verse,
California
verse.
Apparel. The Straw House
Shots.
JA.
I just noticed that
Shacks,
nigga is
Penny
sleeping on the
Section.
SoundCloud. It's fucking. Born anime, but watch them fucking stupid anime thing that's
Anime
coming out
pre.
soon.
Shout out to the Anime Pre hosted by myself. We drop 5-minute episodes every week. Thank you. We love you guys. Dropping bombs on your moms.
Fuck Caroline.
Fuck that shit.